Alright, welcome everyone back to Wilderheim, yes! And the reason for this is that we are naming the Valheim community server Wilderheim as a tribute to the amazing Wilderheim series. So that's why we've got Wilderheim in the thumbnail, and welcome to everyone who's joining here. I am in the world for my new Valheim community server, and today on stream I'll be setting it up. I was thinking of doing a little marketplace or trading center right around the spawn area here so that new players who join can have an area to deposit extra resources or have starter resources for new players if you choose to sort of pick that up. So yeah, and then we can all just kind of share suggestions and everything as I do some building here. How's it going, Sheesh? Welcome. So yeah, I got a bunch of feedback from a bunch of you wanting to join a community Valheim server. Uh-oh, gotta deal with this little grayling. And so yeah, I'm going to be starting a community Valheim server. I don't know exactly when Ashlands is coming out. I know I had mentioned it will mostly be picking up when Ashlands comes out, but I figured I'd go ahead and start one whether we want to kind of play and, you know, get everything worked out and already start up a world, or for whoever wants to join. We could obviously set rules later on of like, let's not explore Ashlands area so that you can get the Ashlands update in this world when it releases. So we'll have to talk about some of the stuff like that, but it should be a lot of fun. I know it's very dark out right now. How's it going, Kelly? How's it going, Daga? Welcome. So yeah, I received a lot of interest, so that's what we're doing today. And if you'd like to save 20% and join, you can go and head over to my Patreon, which I've linked in the pinned comment and the description, or you can hit the join button on my YouTube memberships. But the YouTube memberships is a little more expensive because YouTube takes a massive cut of all the profit. But if you do like the platform of YouTube better and that's easier for you, as well as wanting like the YouTube perks of having a colored name in the live chat and being able to use emojis and all that fun stuff, then feel free to do it through YouTube. And how's it going, John? Welcome, welcome. So yeah, with that said, I've got the roles set up. I've got a Discord channel set up for members who join, and I'll be sure to announce it, you know, a few times afterward as well. I'll probably create a dedicated video as well soon of how you can connect to it and everything you have to do, and makes it super easy so that I can just link to that and you all can follow along. But yeah, it'll be exciting. I figured it was about time to do something fun for the holidays, and a bunch of you were interested in joining, so that's what I figured I'd set up. So right now I have my Wilderheim character in the world. For the official playing and everything, once I get it set up, I'm going to obviously start a fresh character. But I figured I'd bring this guy in just to do some building. It's leveled up, we've got all the recipes unlocked, so I put on a resource eliminator setting in the server settings, so that I can essentially be able to do some building pretty easy and set up a awesome little market community hub here for fresh players. So with that, I think I'm gonna start by grabbing a workbench and popping it down so we can get some light. I might just put like a bunch of torches or heck, even a bonfire. Let's go ahead and do a bonfire. Why not? Just grab some light in the area. We could get the wisp light on. All right, there we go. Now you guys will be able to see just a little bit easier if we do a little bit of building at night, because obviously it's a server, so I'm not gonna be putting dev commands or stuff like that on it. So we'll be building day and night, and we'll be dealing with that. But yeah, welcome to everyone who's joining. And if you have any questions along the way about the server or the process or pricing or anything like that, definitely feel free to let me know. And there's a few different levels of memberships as well. I know my YouTube memberships are a fairly new thing. So I have the entry level of just a donation. You can get your perks and name in the chat and everything. And then I have a level in between where you won't get access to the server, but you will get access to my world files for all of my Valheim builds. So if you're interested in checking out like the endgame fortress that I made a couple weeks ago or anything, there's that level as well. So with that, I think I'm gonna grab my hoe, or at least craft a hoe here soon. I forgot that I had all my old inventory from the other Valheim world, my old Wilderheim stuff. I think I'll set up a pretty solid workbench. Let's just do it like somewhere in the distance over here, so that I can have a little area to start like crafting and repairing some stuff. Let's see. Let's go ahead and throw it on some stilts. Why not? I'll go ahead and put something like that. There we go. A couple of stairs down. And we'll just build a little workbench area so I can go ahead and repair and build things. And I hope everyone had an awesome Thanksgiving as well. I took a little bit of a break for that, but how's it going, Matthew? Did you choose the seed randomly, or is this one you know? This one is completely random. So that's another thing. I would appreciate feedback, you know, before... Oh, the server's technically up. Anyone who joins now could join. But, yeah, before we, like, officially get started, do you guys want a specific seed? Do you want, like, the actual Wilderheim seed, the mini-build seed? I've definitely got some really great seeds that I know of. But for now, I've just chosen a completely random one. I figured it could be a lot of fun. We could all just explore something fresh, and, who knows, but... Yeah, that's a great question. Alright, so yeah, this little hut will just be temporary for me to make some stuff, and yeah, I hope you guys like the idea of doing a little market center, a little trading area around the spawn. I'm thinking just right back in here. I'll level out some ground and sort of create like some storage chest rooms, maybe a little workbench, just for new players to come in and be able to, you know, share resources, and maybe a cartography table right off the bat, I think could be a nice addition. So those are the thoughts right now. All right, so let's see. Just get a little walled in area here, just so we can get a roof. And then once daytime comes, I'll have an easier time seeing to be able to build. Matthew, random is always fun when you already know the game. Adds a nice challenge. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. Oh, we'll keep it random then for now. And like I said, depending on what people want to do when they join, I'd be happy to either keep this world if you all could agree not to explore Ashlands, or when Ashlands drops, we can start it up again. But I figured between now and Ashlands could be fun to kind of just get acquainted and develop a little group, so that when Ashlands drops, it's just a lot of fun to go exploring and everything. All right, let's see here. Let's just go with something super simple. And like I said, I'll tear this all down when I'm done building the more official version, but gotta build some starter kits. I do have the free resources on right now, just so that we can kind of get started on it, on the market center here. So let's see, crafting, workbench, and we'll go ahead and just throw that down there. Throw a little bit of an upgrade on it. All right, there we go. Let's grab a hoe, and oh yeah, let me actually put an obliterator down over here as well. I might actually put an official obliterator once I let's see, what does it need? It needs a forge. There's a forge. Let's go ahead and throw that in the little enclosure. Yeah, I might put down a obliterator permanently for those who join, just if you have extra stuff that you really don't need or that you don't think other players will use. But that's kind of the point of like a nice little chest system, is that you all can share resources with each other, and it makes it nice. And actually, I do want to keep the wisp blade. All right. There we go. Don't know if you recently updated your rig, your streaming setup, but it is very smooth. Oh, that's so good. Thank you for that info. I haven't really recently updated it. I've well, I got a new computer built about It's about 4 or 5 months ago. And it's been like since building it, I've definitely had some like little blips with the with the bit rates and other random stuff that I've had to try to figure out along the way. But I think I've kind of settled on something that's worked for the past few streams. That's been really good for like a variable bit rate and kind of just working with my internet provider to try to do something good. But I'm really glad to hear. I'm really glad to hear that. I know that's been a little bit of an issue in the past. Alright, so now we can craft a hoe and just be able to do something in the, let's see, crafting. Oh, do we still have to have the resources? We do still have to have the resources to craft it. Whoops, I dropped all my stone. Alright. Do I have the no, the cultivator and the hoe are in the other world. So maybe I'll have to go and get some of them. Get some of them soon. Take a stop to my other world real quick to grab some more tools, but I think this will be enough stone, at least for now, to get things going. Yeah, the free resource mode in Valheim is actually kind of cool. So like I said, for this I'm not using dev commands to set it up, I'll just use the free resource mode just to get this little section set up. And then I'll obviously put everything to vanilla for the server. There we go. There's a hoe. That's what I need to level the ground. Just go ahead and upgrade it. May as well if I have the stuff. There it is. Okay. So now that the sun is out, I think what I want to do is start flattening an area. And I'm hoping that I can raise ground without having to consume stone. I guess we'll see. If I do have to consume stone, we'll figure it out. But I think this level, that feels pretty good for like a base ground level for a little marketplace. Feels about even with the level of the spawn area there. So I think I'm just gonna level out a big chunky section here. And yeah, it'll kind of go right along the edge of the spot where the mystical force prevents you from building. And then I may very well do like maybe like a little stone road in a circle around, or like a little half circle back here. And then little markets and little starter stuff kind of going off of that stone road. That's kind of my plan here. I think that'll be fun. So let's see, let me cut down these trees. There we go. Okay, cool. I do have some food. I was wondering about that. Always love to start by the water. Make shipping, yeah, and exploring easier. That's awesome then. It seems like this seed will be perfect for us. And like I've said, this is fresh. We have no idea what's going on. I suppose we could find Eikther. That's pretty close. But I will leave it, leave the world spoiler free for anyone who wants to join. But yeah, I like it too. I think I have no idea if this goes all the way out to an ocean. I think it goes pretty far out. I'd guess it's an ocean rather than just like a little lake surrounded by stuff. I guess we'll see. It is nice to have a spawn near the water though, which I think will actually be perfect, because then if I do the little market area and starter area kind of in a half circle around here, then that'll kind of be some of the nice starter content. Players can go like past that, and there's forest and, nice area back there, and then you can go also and just set sail from the water right here, which is an easy marker there. How's it going, Stefan?
Playing here from ancient Magus Graph.
Oh, I guess Siri started hearing me. You're asking, the game name, is the game free? It is Valheim, if you're not familiar with the game. And it is not free, but it is Cyber Monday. So I actually think there currently maybe a sale on it. Let me actually just do a quick search for y'all in case any of you are watching who haven't downloaded it, but let's see, because yeah, sometimes they have sales, and currently let's see if they've got anything. It looks like it's 40% off right now, actually. So now would be the time to buy if you'd like to do it for Cyber Monday. At least that's what it's telling me for like 12 US dollars, which is actually one of the best deals I've seen on it. Yeah, it's a really fun game. Beautiful live, by the way. Oh, thanks. I'm glad it's running smooth and looking good. Yeah, Valheim is my top game. It's amazing. I don't think I see myself going away from it anytime soon. I've played it for almost 3 years now. That's kind of surprising when I think about it, but seen a lot of the updates it's gone through and everything, so it's a very fun one. All right, let's replace that fire when it gets to be nighttime. Something I wanted to see is how much stone do I end up consuming if I use the free resource mode? None! That's awesome. Yay! That's something I was wondering about. It's like, can I terraform and not use up a whole bunch of stone if I have the hammer thing on just to do this little starter build? It looks like I can, so that's nice. Kelly, you love Valheim? Heck yeah. It's amazing. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe out to here, and I could kind of blend the terrain down, kind of blend it down the hill there out to the water, and then we could just kind of have it back behind the two big boss stones here. That kind of feels like a nice center for our marketplace, to where you can kind of walk back here, and there's a path that can just go straight out into the forest for players who want to hop on and just get right to it. Or on both sides, you can kind of like explore a little bit of the starter content, which would be kind of nice. Building is amazing. Yeah, that's part of the reason I am so into the game. My game genre, and any games you'll see on this channel will involve building in some form, usually. Survival building games is a big one for me. Another big game that'll be coming. Its release date is January 24th. So on January 24th. We'll be starting up Enshrouded, which is another amazing game that I'm really looking forward to. So that's kind of the agenda, and then we've got a playthrough of Return to Moria going on right now, which is another little fun one. For those who are interested in Lord of the Rings stuff, it's definitely worth checking out. Alright, yeah, this is feeling good. I like this little starter area. Hey, Greyling. I love how when I'm in endgame armor and stuff, like a boar just... It would take like probably 10 hits just to do 1 health tick on me. About Nightingale, I've actually had that one. Been keeping an eye out on that one as well. And I will let you all know more when it released. I didn't get a chance to playtest that one. So I'm not entirely sure. Based on some of the trailer content I've seen, it looks really amazing. It looks a lot of fun, a lot of adventure. Some of the people that I know who playtested it still said it needed a lot of work, so we'll honestly see how it is in the early access, because they did end up postponing the release and to take a little bit more time to develop it, so I do think they made the right decision there. And we'll see how it is, honestly. That's kind of the game where it's like, it's not, I'm not gonna say, yeah, 100% I'm gonna do that on the channel right now. But it'll most likely make its way on there, because a lot of people are looking forward to it. I think it looks amazing with the concept of like realm traveling and all sorts of different worlds and seeds, and you know, there is still building and all of that fun stuff done in Unreal Engine 5, so I am excited about it. I've got my eye on it for sure. Alright, let's pull my pickaxe into the inventory here, and we'll start getting some of this ground down over here. Yeah, let's see what could do stamina. That'll give us some better stamina. I should also probably buy some of the clothes from Hilder, because I forgot that, especially from my other build videos, when I do use dev commands, like the, that fortress build that I did and everything, some of you were recommending, like, just make stamina foods, but I also should keep in mind that if I get the clothing from Hilder, that'll help a lot too, because that reduces stamina use when you're building around your base. So I should like set up a character that's just for doing build videos with lots of stamina food and clothing from Hilder. And that might be really, really useful. So yeah, I'm thinking I'll take out this little hill here, about to where this is, and it should be fairly level. And then this will be a really great start for some houses and little stuff. So I think that's the plan. I'll just kind of keep taking the land back to that little valley right there. At least for now, that should work. Thanks for the sub, Warlord James. Appreciate it. If you're a person who likes to build, this is fun. Enshrouded looks to be fun. Yeah. Enshrouded is if you really like the building, Enshrouded is gonna suit your needs. Enshrouded is like Valheim meets Minecraft meets I mean, I don't even know how to really describe it, but it's entirely voxel based. If y'all are interested, I've got a bunch of the videos, live streams from when I checked it out for the demo when I was allowed to post stuff about it. I built like a hobbit house and stuff, and it's insanely advanced. The building mechanics in that game, man, it's crazy. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's like Minecraft, but the blocks are a quarter of the size as they are in Minecraft, and they're not like blocks, they mesh together perfectly because it's all voxel based, and it's crazy. I really can't wait. It's gonna be a fun one. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and throw more wood. Well, actually, I might just use up the wood for some building. I'll just go ahead and throw down some stacks. And maybe I will, oh, that doesn't use up wood in my inventory. Oh, that's funny. Still getting used to this building mode. About the day before. You test this game? Is the game is called the day before? Because I haven't actually heard of that. If that's what you're referring to, or if you're referring to Enshrouded. But if the game you're referring to is called The Day Before, I may have heard of it once or twice, but I don't think I've looked into it. Coming out 7th of December. Okay, yeah. So I haven't actually heard of that one. But is it worth a look? So you got some building and fun stuff in it. There's a lot of cool like frontier games and medieval games coming out too with some fun building. I think 2024 is going to be a pretty big year for some awesome games as developers start turning Unreal Engine into some cool stuff. Oh, it's building and it's like Walking Dead? That sounds awesome. I love zombie apocalypse stuff, so maybe I'll have to take a look at that one. I looked at like 7 Days to Die and other stuff like that, but was not really a fan of the building system as much. But that sounds really awesome. I might have to check that out. Because yeah, I've never heard of it, so thanks for the recommendation. I'll have to go look at that. The Day Before. Alright. And this is so much wood. This is insane. I think maybe it would be best just to try and put some stuff in the obliterator here. Yeah, let's just do that. That way we can keep our inventory empty, and then some people who come on the server, if I don't do like a little refresh, will have some coal if you want. Or maybe I can use it for the signs, but Yeah, does it have a single player mode? That'd be cool. I'm a big fan of games that have multiplayer. If they have single player, you know, I've never done MMOs. I have looked at X Day, the new game that's gonna be coming out at some point next year. But I've never really done MMOs, so I don't know if, you know, things like that. But otherwise, like, my favorite genre is definitely in the multiplayer, or obviously allowing for single player, but where you can still, like, control your world and other things, unlike an MMO where you're kind of at the mercy of a big server being on all the time for the game. Looks like it doesn't, I think. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to look into it. We'll see. And how's it going, Axis? Welcome. Finally caught me live. I think I remember you from another stream. But yeah, I think it's been a while. But yeah, welcome. Glad you could make it to this one. Like I said, I try to stream at multiple times, different days, so that we can get some people from all around being able to join every now and then. Yeah, it's just a chill stream today. We're working on a community Valheim server that I'm launching for my YouTube membership community. So this will be a lot of fun. Love 7 Days to Die, but the building is, well, not so easy. Yeah. Yeah. Like, look, it's a fun adventure, you know? I mean, I think it went on sale for like, I don't know, $5 or $7 on Halloween or something. And I was like, maybe I'd get it, but it feels like a game that would be more fun with people. But yeah, the building was a bit like old school. Which is still good, but alright, so I think I'll kind of like leave it there, because I do kind of want to just not have like some weird hill that I can't dig into with the way the mystical force prevents me. So I'll try to keep things looking decent. Maybe I'll keep those rocks there for now. These trees have got to go though. This might, yep, I knew that was gonna happen. All right, dodging trees in Valheim. It's, that's something unique about Valheim. I don't think I've ever died from trees falling on me quite the way I do in Valheim. Or even rolling down a hill or all sorts of crazy stuff. I feel like you could have a natural defense doing that if you, built like a castle on the top of a hill, planted a bunch of trees around it, and just when you had a raid, just chop them down and then go rolling down the hill and take out anything below it. That'd be funny. Chancio Games, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Welcome in. Have you checked out Enshrouded? I've heard a lot about comparisons to Valheim. Oh yeah, we were just talking about that a whole bunch. Yep, I got in the closed beta playtesting for Enshrouded. Playtested a bunch of the demo. I've got some other live streams on that, but it is amazing and 100% will be a part of the channel when it comes out. I am definitely looking forward to that one. Yeah, I think a lot of people are. That little Hobbit house video that I posted, I think it's up at like past 100,000 views now, which is crazy for a game demo. But I think a lot of people are interested in that one. It'll be exciting. All right, let's just do this for. Oh, here we go. Now let's get some wood. Let's go ahead and put the. Oh, this is cool. It doesn't keep doing coal all the time when I don't need it to. There we go. Fuel the fire here. You'll sub so you can see more of the videos in the future. Heck yeah. We will definitely be doing some. January 24th when it drops. I've marked the date. It's gonna be exciting. Alright, maybe this will allow us to see a little bit in the day, or at night. In combination with the wisp light, at least hopefully you guys can kind of still see some of what I'm doing. Yeah, we're mostly just flattening some of the land, and then we'll get started on some of the buildings soon. I still gotta post another Return to Moria episode. We gotta keep doing the mini build series. I'll be going to the mountains next for that one. It's been a little bit. I've had some work pick up again. We've had some warmer weather out here, so work has been plentiful. But it should start clearing up in the next week or two to be able to start posting some more between now and the holidays, but why not use console commands for this? Right now I'm using the free building mode, but for console commands on a server that's hosted through a third party, so like I'm not hosting this server locally, it's just up 24/7, I'm paying for another host. I'd have to install like a mod on it and everything to be able to use console commands, which I may have been able to do just quick for this video, but I figured I'd keep it a little more simple. And it's not going to be like a big build, it's just going to be some like little starter stuff, so that was kind of the deciding around that. But yeah, it definitely would have been a little easier with some mods, so I could just set the time to be day right now, but you know, it'll work. It's quick enough just being able to use the like free building mode for a bit and flush out some of the ideas. But and Kelly, how's it going? This is my first time on one of your streams. Well, welcome. It's awesome to have you. Glad you could make it. I always love seeing new people being able to hop on. And yeah, this is a fairly common time for me to stream. I'll usually do, I'll kind of alternate some streams. Some will be later in the evenings for me, which will be, you know, in about 5 hours-ish time from now. And then some of them will be, you know, around now, so that we can get some more people, you know, or if it's too late for you to join or things like that. Yeah, you meant for the time of day command, yep. Yeah, so I can do like, you know, the dev commands or whatever, but it doesn't do anything, so like, you know. So I can do dev commands, right, but like I can't do free fly, I can't press anything, and then if I do debug mode, it doesn't work unless I install the mod for the server. So I figured save the hassle of going through the mod setup and install and getting my Steam ID in to be like an admin and all this stuff like that just for a build. But yeah, for my other solo builds, where I do, you know, like the videos or like the endgame fortress and stuff, I definitely use dev commands for that, just to flush out ideas. Makes it so much easier, that's for sure. I'm a big fan of building and survival as well. It's a lot of fun. I think the dev commands are what I use a lot for like fleshing out ideas. If I'm thinking of something new or want to try a concept that I might want to do in survival later, that's where I'll tend to use dev commands. And then for the rest of the time, I honestly just really enjoy the grind, you know. Sometimes when it gets old, it's fun to do a dev command concept build, but it's always fun. Alright, so we're about at the valley area where this workbench is. So, let's see, let me put another, a couple of fires back here so we can just see. There it is, okay. There we go. Now the area will be a little more visible, hopefully. So we've got the spawn, and then this will be kind of a central path coming off of spawn that'll come sort of straight back to here. Let's see. What would be the best way to kind of center everything, actually? We've got these two boss stones kind of come over this way. I could go ahead and flatten this area, but it kind of makes me a little nervous being so close to... yeah, kind of makes me a little nervous being a little close to the mystical forest area there. If I screw up the terraforming here, I can't really go back very easily because I can't build in the area. do you know what my server invite code will be? You will get access to all that information through the bronze tier membership. So it's either in the join button below, which I just set up. I still have to announce it a bunch, and like I said, I'll come out with like a dedicated video on more like explanation of how to join and everything. But I've got the bronze tier membership through the join button below if you want to go through YouTube and have the other YouTube perks. Or if you want to save 20%, you can head over to Patreon, and I've got the same membership for just a little less because Patreon doesn't take as much of a cut as YouTube does. So I've got currently about 20 slots available for anyone who wants to join. And then if we get more players, I am happy to expand it further. So don't worry about like limits or anything. But it should be fun. You know, if set key dungeon build works on the spawn area bubble, I don't know actually. I haven't tried that. That would be that'd be interesting to give a go if I tried it in a single player world. Just leave it like that with bonfires and set up effigies or something to create a proper horror welcome. Right. We should dig down here and create like a steaming pool of death with some like guck and skeletons and other random things. What I could have done for this video is just created a single player world, done this build, and then just transferred it over to the server. So I don't know. I wasn't thinking as much. This is the first time I'm set something like this up, so so we'll see. Monthly or one-time fee? It is monthly. And then you can obviously cancel at any time. But yeah, it's $7.99 on Patreon and then $9.99 on YouTube. For those who want that tier. And I've got some other ones like in between where if you want to just explore my Valheim builds and everything, then you can do that as well. But if I get like a bunch of members in it and a bunch of people do sign up through Patreon, where I make a little more of the profit compared to YouTube, I'd consider lowering the price. So, you know, I will never up the price from there, so you can be assured of that. I'm actually not allowed to like up prices on people without like in the same membership. That's an agreement through YouTube and stuff. So so you'll have it at that set price, and then you can obviously just cancel anytime, and you'll still have the month be able to build and everything. Should be an admin command you can use on a server. Yeah. Maybe I will try to mess around with that mod and see if it only applies to me or if it would apply to like... I just don't want to have like everyone have to install a mod to join the server. Because right now it's super easy. You can just go to the community server, search it, and put the password in, and you're good to go. So we'll keep it like that. If the mod works for just admins, I would consider doing some of that just to be able to... do some of the starter builds and things, but we'll see. We'll see how it ends up being. We'll try this for now. Thank you for answering. Like what you're doing here. Awesome. Yeah. I'm hosting it actually through G-Portal. They are not a sponsor or anything of this video like they are for some people. I reached out to them to see if they'd be able to sponsor it, so I can lower the cost a little bit. And if they ever do, or if I ever get someone to sponsor the hosting, which I'm actually in contact with another company that's like starting up that I actually haven't heard of before, but they were interested, and so we'll see. If I get sponsored, I'd be happy to obviously lower the cost again. But as of now, I do have the set price there through G-Portal, and they're fast. They've worked for me in the past when I've like paid for a month or two just to host it for some friends and stuff. And yeah, backups and everything, it tends to work out well. A bunch of other people trust them, and it should be okay. And how's it going, Erica? Should be only admins, whitelisted users. Yeah. So I'll have to figure that one out. I'll have to figure that one out when I, because yeah, I think I can still use like the ban or the kick or some things like that because I made myself an admin of the server, but I can't use the debug mode commands unless I have a mod. So that's the only thing I have to figure out. Oh, nice. I've always used them as well. Okay, cool. That's good to know. That's really good to know. So it sounds like I made some somewhat right decisions. I try to pick something. I try to pick a faster server, like kind of central U.S. out of Texas that's got a really low ping for a lot of people, especially in this area. It should work for other countries as well. So, and that, yeah, if you've got issues with it and things, which hopefully you don't, but you can hopefully figure some stuff out. You don't have to try the command if you don't want to. You shouldn't need a mod for admin commands. Oh, really? How would I do that, having it hosted through Gportal then? Is there something else that I put rather than debug mode in my my commands here? I have to figure that out. Yeah, the Thunderstorm mod manager, and also upload a mod pack. Great option for mods. Good leverage to separate you from the other servers. Okay, yeah, thanks for that. I'll have to like review the chat again if I ever want to make changes. This is like why I want to do this stream here, because we can just have a solid amount of time to talk about it. Hear your suggestions, because obviously, you know, some of you guys might be joining, and I'd love to get a lot of the community input and everything. How's it going, Bummy Rabbit? News of the Valheim. When would you need to use a debug tool? So the debug mode is essentially just the command debug mode when you type it in after like dev commands, and that will allow you to like do any command you want, essentially like removing all the drops here. You can build, you can fly, you can set the time to whatever you want, the weather to whatever you want, absolutely anything. You know, spawn in trees, spawn in a boss stone up in the sky. I mean, it just unlocks the whole game. Just mess around, essentially, is what it does. So I like it for just turning the resource cost off, being able to set the time to always be day for when I do my build videos or things like that, or being able to set the weather and the environment for when I do like a cinematic tour of a build video, for example. So it's got some helpful stuff. Erica says basic admin commands you can have, but debug mode, etc. won't work. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. So like if I can do like, you know, the basically, yeah, all the stuff down here where it's like info, kick, ban, unban, whitelisted player, that stuff I think I can still do just being an admin without the mods, which I did do. I put my Steam ID and stuff in Gportal so that I could still do some of that. So I think I've got it set up right, at least as right as I can get it without some mods for now. So I guess we'll see. Add your Valheim ID to the admin list. Yeah. That's what I did for the Gportal, and that allowed me to type dev commands. Previously, I was not able to type the dev commands, and it didn't work before. But now that at least works. So any dev commands I can still do, but just not the debug mode. So I think that worked. Started playing Valheim a few weeks ago. Love it. Heck yeah! I remember. Was it you or someone else where you were debating also trying Return to Moria or Enshrouded, but we're a big fan of Valheim when you saw it. But yeah, it's amazing. It's a really fun one, so I'm glad you're enjoying it. Basically handy stuff you need to run a server. Yeah, pretty much, Bummy Rabbit. That's what the debug mode could be essentially. So we'll check it out. We'll have to look at some of the mod stuff or whatever, as long as it's easy for people to join, easy for people to participate in stuff. I don't plan to alter the experience. I want to keep it like a very vanilla experience for this server. I mean, heck, you know, if there's enough people interested, we could create a modded Valheim server, but yeah, we'll keep it pretty vanilla for this one. Set key. Oh, it should just be like ban or kick. I'm not entirely sure. If you start typing it should show suggestion if it'll work. Yeah, so I think there's I think it's like set yeah, there's set key, reset keys. So that's how I do like all the hotkeys and stuff for like my emotes and everything. But yeah, all of that stuff works. So being able to reset spawn, or heck, even if I like if I spawn something, so I could spawn a wood. Did that work? That didn't work, did it? Oh, okay. So the spawn doesn't work. I think that's Yep, that's a debug mode sort of a thing, but yeah, there's a bunch I can still do, so we'll see. Such a pretty game. Combat's hard as a casual gamer, but it's a nice challenge. Yeah, I'd agree. They did an amazing job with the lighting and the environment. Absolutely beautiful game to hang out in. And then I love the new update where they added all the sliders and everything, so you can select your difficulty, and, you know, resource drops and everything like that. If you want, like, a slightly easier combat and everything, you can slide, you know, select everything, every detail now, which is really, really cool. So I think, like, for my Ashlands playthrough that I'll do when Ashlands drops, I'm thinking of, I've got a friend who might be interested in joining for some of that playthrough, and I might set the resource drop rate to be slightly higher so that when you have, like, more people on, it's easier to get resources for everyone. So is that something as well that any of you would like for this server who might be interested in joining? Because I can also set those sliders for this server. So everything right now is like default the way you would join in a Valheim world. Aside from the build mode, obviously, for the time being. But then if I, you know, if we get a bunch of people on, I wouldn't be opposed to altering the resource slider a little bit if things like iron and other stuff gets a little scarce. Because I know it can, and that can be a nice setting to have. Do I know when the server will be up? Also love your videos. Can't wait to play on a server with more fans. Heck yeah. Yeah, it'll be exciting. Right now it's currently up, but I'm hoping like next, not too long actually. This stream will start sort of this build, and I'll try to do effort to finish this, you know, sometime this week. And I will be putting a announcement on my Discord server, as well as on the YouTube community page, as well as hopefully creating a dedicated video of how to join and everything for those who need the extra step-by-step guides there. So it should be fairly simple. Yeah, hopefully this week I'll do a bunch more announcements and everything. But like I said, for the bronze tier membership, whether it's through YouTube or through Patreon, you'll get the same server access. And then you'll get a special role in my Discord where you can access all of my other perks of being able to download my world files to explore builds and things. But then you'll also be able to have a little chat channel and a voice channel and everything like that for discussing the server stuff. And being able to access that, being able to access the passwords and things, which I will reset at least monthly, if not more, for resetting like the join codes and passwords just for security. So for those of you worrying about things like that, G-Portal has DDoS protection and other things, and then just being able to reset passwords and stuff. And like I said, for those of you that are part of the membership, you'll get notified anytime a password changes and everything through that Discord channel. Or another way, if there's other ways, you know, I'm happy to like send someone an email if you don't have Discord. We could work with it. Having double drops could be nice. Since it gets extremely grindy with more players. Yeah, that's a great suggestion then. I might move the drop count a little higher then. Yeah, thanks for that. Set key is not for keyboard keys. It's for game keys. Oh, okay, gotcha. Because yeah, usually when I do set key, it's like set space, alt, and then something like that. So yeah, it's not like one word when I do it. But yeah, okay, that's good to know. I haven't used set key very much. Depending on the seed, might be a problem with finding vaults, etc. Yeah, that's true. Being able to have iron, you know, up drop resources and things like that. So I'm not gonna make you be able to portal resources or anything like that. So it'll still be fairly vanilla, but just a couple of modifiers to make the quality of life a little bit more smooth for multiplayer. And I'll have like a channel on Discord for those who join, and if there's bugs or if there's things you'd like to be changed or other things, we'll have all of that, because yeah, I'd love feedback and everything. Favorite weapon in Valheim? Honestly, probably the porcupine. It just tends to be my go-to for an endgame character. That said though, I do want to, you know, I've done some little bit of exploration with some of the magic stuff, and honestly it's really hard to pick a favorite. I've just tended to upgrade my club skill first. And then the porcupine also does some pierce damage aside from blunt, so it's just been like all around fairly good for every mob that I've come across up through Mistlands, so I do think for Ashlands it might have some trouble, but we'll see. You're going to have whitelist each member to have access, or just password? Probably just a password. That way it's pretty automated, so that right now I have YouTube and Patreon both linked to my Discord, so that, and I have like little instructions on how to connect your YouTube account or your Patreon account to your Discord account. So what it will do is, as soon as you have the membership, it will allow you to, it'll link it to your Discord and recognize that you are a member, and then give you the roles automatically. And then, like, if you cancel the membership the next month, it will give you like a 1 or 2 day grace period, and then it'll take away the role. So that's the easiest way that I found to do it, rather than a whitelist, because that's more like I'll have to do it manually. So I think that's how it'll be. It'll be mostly a password system, at least for the start. You know, if we get issues with people, you know, I have it in the rules of the membership to hopefully not share links or passwords or things. If it is an issue, I would be open to doing a whitelist sort of a thing, especially while it's small and we're not and we don't have like 100 members on or something, because that wouldn't be too hard to do. But yeah, that's a great suggestion actually, if we end up needing that. I should return to Moria streams. It's hard to actually be available because of my daughter. Yeah. Well, they'll always be up, so you can always check them out and everything. But yeah, schedule-wise, everybody has to do what they gotta do. But glad you could make it to this one and have some fun. So I think I'm pretty happy with how this is. This is looking nice for a little bit of like a market sort of a thing. So I think what I'm gonna do is, let's see here. Part of me is almost debating if I flatten this area out to be like at this height, and then create like a bigger hill, which I actually think I might do here. I'd like for this little starter area to be nice for people. So I think I'm gonna have like the overall level be this height. That way it looks really nice from the spawn, and it's almost like you step up from the spawn into the area, and I think that could be awesome. All right, we will need another workbench for that. That shouldn't be an issue. There we go. Just throw one down right there. For those who might be interested in joining, well, I'd love to hear whether or not you want to. I mentioned earlier in the stream that we could just use this world as like a let's kind of get used to things, develop the group, and then start another world when Ashlands drops. Or if you all want to like come to a mutual agreement in the server and stuff when we get that going, to just not explore the Ashlands in this world, then we could keep this world all the way up through Ashlands when that drops. For those of you who are interested in that. So I'd love like feedback about stuff like that. And I could obviously save, you know, next time when I do like a nice, I'll always try to make a nice little community hub at the join of the server. So we'll have to learn from this one, and then maybe the Ashlands one can be different, or who knows what. But it all depends on the spawn and what we have to work with. But yeah, I like this level more. It just feels better. Almost like feel like you're looking down at spawn, and then you kind of step up into the little market area. I like that. That way we'll be able to keep this area the center, so that you can kind of walk through here, and that's like the center of the market, which I really like. Like the second proposal, long-term worlds are so fun. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I don't think that would be too hard. If people come to a mutual agreement that, you know, it's okay to not explore Ashlands, I think that's a pretty easy thing to agree to, because Ashlands is, you know, a tiny little section at the bottom of the map. It's not like Mistlands where you could accidentally go to it. Yeah, we can be patient for the Ashlands. Awesome. I think that'd be the way to go. Yeah. Because I'd agree, it's a lot of fun to have long-term worlds, and with Ashlands coming out, I mean, I don't know the exact date. I never know. Sometimes I think it's soon, and other days I'm like, it's still a ways off. But so that's why I'm like, let's just get started. It's almost the holiday season and stuff, and I think we could have a lot of fun just doing it right now. And then yeah, either keeping the world for later. We all going to start new or bring in our existing characters? It would be a new start, yeah. At least, I mean, you know, it's up to you. I can't like make you have a new character, but it would be nice. I'm going to be starting a new character to be playing with any of you who join. I'm just using this character because I have the recipes unlocked for building this little spawn area. But yeah, it's always fun. It's always fun doing like a new character sort of a thing. And then just having a little marketplace toward the spawn here makes it so that it makes it really easy for people to join throughout the progression of the game. So, you know, say like, you know, some of the members take out Eikther or whatever, or there's more raids. Having a little starter content right in here where players that are more advanced could drop some leftover resources in chests for new players who might want to catch up to the group a little quicker. That's kind of the idea behind creating this this little spawn area. So that was my idea anyway. I think it could add some fun to the game. All right, yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking that a lot. And like I said, we can just kind of step up onto it, and this feels like a cool little market area. There is a mod for server-side character saves for future ideas. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'm like, don't have much experience in the Valheim community, but, or in not the Valheim community, the modding community. So yeah, mod suggestions or other things are always nice. Let's see, let's go ahead and eat a little more so that my stamina can go up for doing some of this leveling. Let's see. Yeah, what do you guys think of that? Just a little bit, you know, if you want like more of a ramp, you could just go over here and just walk up it. And then, you know, right in the front here. Yeah, that's an easy enough jump. Kind of cradles the spawn area a little bit, which could look really cool, having like a couple different levels. I like that. What's the max limit of people allowed on a server? So that actually depends. Valheim has it set up to where you can have a dedicated server, like if you self-hosted or other things, for all the way up to like 64 players on a server. I think there's even options to do more than that. But if you do have like a single player world and you want to invite your friends, it is only 10 players. So yeah, dedicated servers, I think it's up to 64 in general. I think there's other options, and then single player worlds, you can have up to 10 players if you're just playing with your friends with like a join code or something. So yeah, that's to my knowledge anyway. Yeah, I like this. I think this will be great, actually. And depending on spawn and other worlds and stuff, like, yeah, just the cradling the spawn area, it feels really cool. 'Cause then, yeah, we could have like a little road that goes down to the beach over there and stuff like that. I think this will be awesome. I want to spend some nice time creating a cool spawn area for you guys. Wow, okay, planning my castle to have 64 beds for sleepovers. Yep. Yeah, they can get pretty crazy. I know I've seen like, and like I said, like based on mods and other stuff, I know I've seen other servers having like crazy amounts of players on them for like PvP servers and stuff. Yeah, it can be insane. The Viking sleepovers. That'd be such a Viking thing to do. Bring your stuffed locks, your little locks plushie, let's have a sleepover. I'll be sailing over in my longship. Alright, yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. That feels fairly centered on the stones now. I think that'll have good potential there. It's getting dark again now. Look, bring some s'mores, heck yeah. The more I learn about this game, the more I love it. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. That was kind of me when I started. The more it kept updating, the more I'd keep coming back to. I'm like, oh, it did exactly what I wanted to do now. Or if there was something that, you know, the dev community is awesome. They listen to the players so much and take awesome feedback and really do great things. So they're slow on updates. I don't think they expected the game to take off as much as it did initially. So that's, you know, part of the slower updates, but they do them nonetheless, and they do them well, so I'm happy with it. Actually, Neck Trophy looks a little bit like plushie. Yeah, that's true. That'd be funny. If you could carry stuff, you get like a hand item stand or something. That would be really funny. Alright, let's go ahead and put the fires back down. Yeah, next time if I do something like this, I'll just I'll create like a little world and then just import it into the server. Slow and steady wins. Yep, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm not gonna rush a little shack community center. I wanna, you know, I wanna use, even if I use like some later game materials and stuff, I won't put like upgraded forge and everything else so that you guys still won't like prematurely unlock recipes. And then I would just ask that like people don't destroy the little community center. Because yeah, it would be probably helpful to have some black metal chests, for example, just for as more people join or whatever. Make things easier. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. That'll allow me to have a nicer flat area, which I feel like is essential for a nice little marketplace. I think having a big flat area. I was debating like doing houses just on stilts at different levels and orientations, but I thought it could look a little messy for a spawn area, so I figured a little bit of terraforming would add a nice touch. We could like make some artificial rocks or cliff edges or just fun things. Make a little nice beach area to launch a boat from over there. Stuff like that. Still not too late to transfer. Yep, that's true. I can transfer the world. Like that spawn is on the water. Yep. That'll be fun. I think, yeah, a bunch of people will enjoy that. Gives a bunch of options. Yeah, it's not too late to transfer, but let's see. How long have I been streaming for? Probably been going for about an hour. I'll do what I can today, and I might have another stream of doing it if you guys are interested. If you like to see the building of how the spawn comes together, then just let me know. I'd be happy to live stream more of it. And in that case, I might be able to just transfer the world. I think for this stream, I'll keep it. Just keep it the way it is for now. It's not too bad. And yeah, once we sort of get some of the buildings up, I'll be able to start creating lighting and stuff for the area so that'll look better at night at least. You like building fishing villages? Heck yeah. That is something I really like as well. Valheim has really fun, I mean, yeah, it's a big sailing game, so it's got a lot of great stuff for fishing and water and sailing, and that's something that will set it apart from Enshrouded, for example, is the water and the sailing, which is why they go hand in hand so well. You know, Valheim with all of its own mechanics, it's something that makes it a lot of fun. Like, I've always tried to build lake towns here and there. It is a fun thing to do. Alright, let's go ahead and put another campfire down. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I may very well move this world into the world modifier, but you guys can also just get a sense of like how it'll look in the server with this stream at least. You know, so far I'm really happy with how G-Portal's doing. I have not experienced any lag or anything, especially when it comes to just placing stuff really quick or you know, stacking the terrain and things. Sometimes servers have been laggy for me in the past with other hosting and whatnot, so like I said, I'll try to make it a smooth experience, and I think it's working out pretty well. Alright, I'm just sort of surrounding this bonfire here. Alright, that's gotta go. I'm sorry, bonfire. There we go. Let's go ahead and move you to over there. Alright, we're almost there. Yeah, this makes sense. It just brings everything level to the forest as well for people to kind of come up to the marketplace and then just walk straight out into the forest. And depending on the spawn for whatever server, this could be like totally different. You never know. But for this server, I think this makes sense. It makes the most sense for this seed. And yeah, having it right next to the water or being able to go into a deep forest. I don't know what's in this forest. I don't know how close Black Forest is. That is yet to be discovered. Yeah, it's kind of fun to name it Wilderheim from the Wilderheim series. I was trying to think of names, and I was like, you know what? It just it makes sense to bring back Wilderheim, and it sounded super nice as like a community server. Easy and nice with a nice ring to it, so that's what the community server will be. And this will officially almost start Season 1 of Wilderheim. Alright, we're almost there. This will be nice. Yeah, by morning, if we have some of this done, I'll do a little bit of building before I end the stream. Let's just get rid of some of the stairs there. So I can get some of this terraforming done. So there's not much interesting to see just yet, but... Plans for the big build. Press F2 to pick a spot with low instances. Yeah, that's true, that's true. Lag with high instance counts. Yep. Yeah, the meadows are always pretty easy. But right now, instances is, yeah, it's just above 5,000. With the new Valheim updates as well, they've done so much optimization for CPU usage and everything, to where instances have no longer been as much of a concern for me. Like, I've been that massive endgame plains base, doing a fully decked interior and exterior and everything. I think it was still only like 10,000 instances and ran perfectly smooth. I was like, dang, I definitely couldn't do that like 2 years ago and expect it to run super smooth, but that's another amazing thing is the updates. They've really tried to work hard on some of that. Don't know how it will usually work on community servers. Do you plan to have some community areas such as Forge with smelters? Eventually, that's actually a good question. So this will be the community area. I'm thinking in this area I'll have primarily a bunch of chests. Possibly like a ward to where you could opt into certain things. I don't know, maybe not a ward, but a bunch of chests, a little beach area, a fun little campfire, maybe a little area where you could get a rested bonus, and then just maybe a level 3 workbench. Oops, I've got a raid now. Level 3 workbench, and that'll be it. I don't think I'll do a forge or anything like that in this area specifically, just so that people don't, like I said, don't prematurely unlock like late game recipes or recipes or things. But that is a great question, because I could choose little areas throughout the world where I could actually put like little outposts. So say like, you know, out by a swamp, I could choose a little area, because by the time people have made it over there, they've most likely unlocked at least bronze gear, to where I could have a little forge or a little gazebos or a little tree hut with some stuff in it for players. That's a fun idea. That's a very fun idea. So yeah, the starter area by the spawn will be pretty simple, mostly just for resource trading, but as you go farther from the spawn, I like that idea, to sort of have a couple areas throughout the world that maybe I'll develop as you guys play on the server or whatever, to where it could be some fun little areas to explore. And yeah, that's true, Erica. communities often build things like that, cafes, etc. Yeah, little trading posts, a bakery. That's the roleplay aspect of Valheim for sure, and that's very true. That's very true. We'll just have to see how the community responds. I'm not gonna do that stuff right now, or up front. Like I'll launch the server before I start doing any of that, and we'll just see how it what the community likes. But that's very true. It might be better to leave it out if people really like doing things. You know, I know someone in the chat was like, yeah, I love fishing and sailing, so maybe you create a little fish market. Maybe someone else loves, you know, mining for ore or going to the mountains or other things. Like, that's the fun of it. So. Alright. We're getting really close now. It is day. I wonder how many days we'll get to on the server. That's always something I've been curious on. It's like, if it's always up and there's a ton of people playing, I wonder, I wonder how high we could get the day count to be. Probably be a record from some of my other worlds. Is there gonna be an open market, like selling goods for coins? Honestly, maybe just, yeah, maybe that could be something really fun for someone in the community to create. And if you want my help, if you want it to be like facilitator or something, that would be fun. But like, I won't have, you know, if I do like just a market like that, I won't have use for all the coins, whereas other players might have use for some of the coins, and where you could kind of, it could be, yeah, that's an interesting one. You could somehow community orient it to where it makes sense and works with like everyone, but has, yeah, like you said, has chests or other things where you could like throw in some stone or take out some stone and deposit like certain coins. You could have prices, everything. That's the fun part about community servers that I haven't done yet much in Valheim, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's exactly what I had in mind. Nothing rebuilt from the start, just community being, well, community. Exactly. Yeah, that's what makes it fun, that's for sure. So we'll kind of, and you guys could do that with this little market, for example. Maybe I could build like a little trading post up here where people could like, you know, I could stock with some little starter resources or something, or some coins, or I don't know. But yeah, all I plan to do right now is just this little area by the spawn. The rest is entirely up to, you know, up to how people choose to play it. I think the days pause when no one is online. Yep, you are right about that. So it just depends on how many people are online, because yeah, when I started the server up yesterday and just to test it out, see if it was working, and when I logged back on today, it was day one, so and it was on all night, so I was like, yep, it clearly pauses it, which is nice, so that if, you know, it's not gonna get like so crazy ahead of things. Alright, this is feeling pretty good. I like this. And then yeah, I think a nice little pathway down to the water here is essential. So let's go ahead and put a workbench over here. And let's start working on that. Let's just get a bit of stone. I'm thinking something pretty close to the mystical force area. Let's see, what would make sense here? Right there. Alright. Bye-bye, Grayling. This is a nice little beach area to set sail. So this will kind of be the plan. I'll make a nice little gradual path that comes down to that beach, so that you can kind of go to the market and then choose to come over here to set your boat out, and then, or you know, someone could build a little market over there. You know, a little trading center. Who knows? Someone by the water, since we do have a spawn that's really close to the water here, which could make that really easy. All right. I think I'll level it there, and yeah, let's make it a little bit wider. Something like that. Let's cut down these trees. And maybe a little more gradual. We have room for a plenty gradual path. Let's go ahead and throw another workbench down over here. It's nice that you can finally upgrade the range of a workbench by just upgrading it now. I have really appreciated that, especially when doing bigger builds, to be able to build like 1 or 2 workbenches and just upgrade them a little bit, rather than building a ton of them. Very nice for being able to do defense and everything. Always built Airbnbs, yeah, scattered around the world. Nightly rates posted at the front entrance. Always to honor the system. Yeah. Always on the honor system. Yeah, that would be an awesome thing for someone to do. Yes, Grayling. I know. I'm messing with the force a little here. Okay, let's grab the hoe again and let's start. This is also, some of you have requested a video on how to make a path. And for those wondering, well, I'm gonna do it live right here at how I make like a gradual pathway going up. So I first just kind of set some chunks, and I do plan to do a video on this, but then you kind of pick like somewhere in the middle, so not up here, and you press the shift key and you just start walking up it as you level it. And check that out. It's pretty simple. So the shift key is the key to doing pathways like this, nice and gradual. And I'll just go up it a few times with that same method. So like that spot's a little low. I might want to widen that a little bit more. I don't like how there's the line here from the chunk loading, so I might just, make that a little wider in general just to hide that a bit. And just using the shift key to walk up, and it just smooths everything out and makes it really cool on a gradual slope, which is kind of fun. That's how I'll do roads like winding up a mountainside or things like that when I've done those big roads in the past. So yeah, I definitely have to get a video out on that soon. But for those of you who may have been interested in that in the past, this just goes to show how easy it is when you kind of get the hang of it. Mind blown right now. One thing I've had a huge problem with. Yeah. I mean, it's obviously practice, like just where to aim the crosshair to kind of. But it's like, oh, we don't like the little divot that we see right here. There's a little bit of a low spot, so let's just aim the crosshair, I don't know, just a little above that low spot. Just press the level tool, and there we go. We just eliminated that low spot. Or same thing here. There's a little bit of a dip, so we'll kind of that's at the low point. We'll aim a little bit above the low point and just blends the highs and kind of makes it all nice. And I mean, look at that. That's it's a nice little path that goes up to the other area. And I think I want to raise this portion of it just a little bit. We'll just go ahead and place some of those, and that's a big blocky section. So I'll just pick like a halfway point on it, and there you go. It'll just start blending it with the rest of the path. And again, just pressing the shift key the whole time. And that's how you get it to look like that. I'll just kind of level it from the top here. Let's see. Maybe that's a bit of a high spot. Nice. Yeah, this is looking cool. It's just like a natural little path down to the water. Maybe this section remains dirt. Maybe I could build some fun little rocks along the shoreline, maybe a little dock or something. And then yeah, you can come up here and be able to build a little marketplace. Brooklyn, welcome to the stream. What's going on here? We are creating the little starter point for our Valheim community server. So I've gotten on and I'm creating like a little market with some chests and starter content for players, and I'll be launching a Valheim community server soon. So that's the gist of things. So we're just building a fun little area for players to start here. All right, that looks nice. I like that little path. That should work out well. That'll go down to the water, and I think this whole front section is going to be, I do think it's going to be stone. I think that would look really nice. Let's go ahead and throw down a stone cutter. see down there. Just throw a few down along the way. Why is that invalid placement? Oh, okay. I guess that terrain's a little bumpy. I'm gonna have to fix that there a little bit. Yep, they do need passwords. So the passwords that you'll access all of that through a channel membership for joining. Yeah, I think there are some like free Valheim servers that are set up. It can get kind of chaotic though sometimes, but yeah, it's mostly for people who have been subscribed and enjoy the community here and would be interested in playing. So by all means, anyone is welcome, of course. Alright, so yeah, this whole front section I'm gonna do out of stone. So let's go ahead and like raise the ground. Maybe right there. That looks good. And let's go ahead and destroy the campfires now. So is this hardcore or what? No, it's just vanilla. It's just a vanilla playthrough. Hardcore's fun, but you lose everything when you die. So I actually haven't done a hardcore playthrough though, and that reminds me I could. Certainly could try some of that out. Yeah, this will be pretty much a vanilla server. All right, so let me create a little road that goes from the bottom here and then comes all the way up. So let's go ahead and again get the shift key. Just start walking up it as I'm pressing the shift key to put some road surface down. Let's see, a little more stamina here. Oh, my salad's almost out. That's what's going on. Is the server free to play because you have no money? Unfortunately, is not. If I get a sponsor at some point for server hosting, I'd be open to creating a free to play server as well. There's essentially two things for the paid is you know, first of all, it helps pay for the hosting, and then secondly, it also shows commitment from players of like, you know, they want a good time, they want a fun community. I've experienced some free servers that I've tried to join, it just kind of turns to chaos, and people don't have the same respect as they do when they're like really wanting to join a community. So there's that aspect of things as well. But but yeah, if I did get someone who wanted to, you know, a company who wanted to sponsor the hosting, I'd consider creating a free one at least, for those of you who would prefer that. But just got back into the game a week ago. Never beat the game. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, it's an awesome game. A lot of fun progression for sure. Kel, if you help me during raids, I'll pay for you. Hey, there you go. Keep returning back to the live stream. Someone can gift you a membership through YouTube. It's super easy to do. That's nice of Bummy. So yeah, you two can figure that out. There you go. Yeah, it's not too much. $7.99 a month on Patreon if you want to save more than the YouTube price. And that's a cup of coffee, or you know, I guess an expensive cup of coffee or something per month, which is doable for a lot of people, but yeah, so I try to make it accessible, and the hope is, you know, as we get more people on, it'll hopefully pay for the cost of server hosting, and then if we get a lot of people on, of course I can start lowering the cost a little bit, or you know, start up another server, raise the amount of player count that's allowed on the server. So lots of things we could do. Time to craft a sword. There you go. Up to the 4th boss, just been prepping. Awesome. That is, let's see, Eikther, Elder, Bone Mass, right? That's the, yep. So you're on Motor then. There's this one here. Yeah, prepping for boss fights is always fun. I have a tendency to over prep for every one of them. Every time I'll be like scared for the first time of doing it, and I'll just like go all out, everything I can do, up to the point of Yeah, Erica, motor my nemesis. Yep. Spend most of the time farming and building and smelting. Yeah, that's mostly what I've done as well. I'm way into the building side of things. So that's something I've been really interested in. But yeah, whenever a boss fight comes, I tend to like way over prepare, and then I'll do the boss fight and I'll be like, oh, hang on, that wasn't quite as hard as I thought it would be. Motor is easy. Famous last words. Yep. I feel like I haven't done motor as much as I've done some of the other bosses for sure, but I remember it being kind of difficult. Actually, this is cool. I like what we have going on here. I just kind of decided to do that one as well to kind of mirror image. And then we've got the spawn area that juts out by the water here. And then a nice little path that kind of just arcs around the back of it. What do you guys think of that? I think that's looking really cool. And it's almost like a perfect circle-ish because of the, or half circle because of the spawn area. Which I think looks really good. Which boss is the hardest in my opinion? I won't say why it's hard because I don't want to give anything away if no one has fought it, but I would say probably the Mistlands boss, the Queen. It's quite difficult. Although it kind of depends. It really depends on like how geared are you for the biome you're doing. It really all depends, and what weapons you choose and all of the above. Hardest or most annoying? Oh, okay. Well, most annoying. That might be a different one. I mean, Queen can be annoying, but I'd say, gosh, what would be most annoying? I don't really know. I mean, I do feel like Motor can be really annoying because of the fact that she you know, can fly around. It's like it's just hard to get a shot in on her sometimes, or run out of arrows or whatever. It can be a hard fight, but yeah. I think it was Kaizen who said swamp is easy, and then proceeded to get absolutely destroyed for 30 minutes straight. Yep. Yep. Kaizen's got some funny stuff. You hate the swamp boss? Yep. Yeah, Bone Mass can be very annoying. I feel like my go-to for fighting Bone Mass now has been to just use the skull to my advantage, which makes it less annoying. Although yeah, if you don't have poison resistance, or you don't just like, I've kind of just walk around the skull as I'm fighting him, and it makes it like, you know, kind of a natural defense and makes it a little more doable. But yeah. I third because he's annoyingly easy. This is true as well. This is true as well. Because I've done him so many times. Just go one-shot him and everything. Yep. Don't like the Elder. To use glitches to defeat the other bosses. That's true. I guess you can't really use many. Well, yeah. The only cheat way that I know of, or not really cheat way. All the bosses, you know, if it's in the game, it's not a cheat way, right? But would be to like dig out a little area under the base to be able to like keep regaining a resting buff and stuff where the Elder can't get to you. Aside from that, though, yeah, the Elder could be kind of difficult. How's it going, Kongville? Welcome. Saw that you were streaming. Be lurking till I finished the phone call. Awesome, awesome. Well, welcome in. Kongville is here. Where are the y'alls? Yeah, Gobi. Notice I can't build a wolf pelt cape and have all. Oh, do you have all the material? Do you know when the cape unlocks? So I think the workbench. I think you build that through the workbench, and I do think the workbench has to. Yeah, you do have to upgrade it. If you have all the material for the silver and the wolf pelt, then I think it's at I'd like to say, I can't remember, level 4 or level 5. You think you're at 5 or 7 right now. Okay, then maybe it's above 5. I think 7 is all the way maxed out for a workbench, I'd like to say. So if it's 7 and you can't, that would be surprising, but... Wolf Cave is head, pelts, and silver, yep. It's at 5, okay. Workbench only gets to 5. That's weird. Yeah, the forge is 7, that's right. Forge is 7, workbench is 5. That's very weird, though, that you're not able to craft it. Do you have the wolf trophy? That's weird that you haven't unlocked it. So yeah, fully upgraded workbench should very much allow you to do that. And it shouldn't be... I don't even think you need a fully upgraded for the wolf cape. Maybe there's just a different thing that you need or something if it's not showing up in your recipes, but... The wolf trophy you don't think... Okay, yeah. Wolf trophy is always the hard one for everyone, because you gotta kill a lot of wolves for the percentage drop. And yeah, you need a wolf trophy to be able to craft it. So that might be the guess, is that you've got pelt, you've got some silver, but you need a wolf trophy because those can take some time to farm over time. But wolves are the bane of Valheim existence. I think I seen a wolf head. Yeah. The wolf head is what it will look like essentially as the trophy, and you gotta kill a fair amount of them to be able to do that. You know what I could be doing here, and what I haven't been doing, is just creating a bed, because it's not like it's gonna hurt if the days are, you know, if a few days have gone by in the server. I haven't taken out any bosses or nothing weird like that, so let's just do that. At this point, oh, okay, bed is always too exposed. Let's just do that. That way we can get some more stuff done in the daytime. Alright, this is gonna look ugly. I don't care right now. There we go. Did you get your first trophy? You can get tons of them. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Whenever you're looking for something in general in Valheim, it's like, it feels, yeah. It feels like you can never find it, and then once you already get it, it's like, oh, it's everywhere. Alright, yeah, because it's just me on the server, I can sleep. I totally forgot about that. That'll make things easier to craft in the daytime. Come on, Nex. I don't want you destroying my workbench. Alright, let's try to do this road and make it look nice. Let's just pick like halfway point, start walking our way up. It's a little dark, but again, super simple to get a pathway that goes up. That already is looking decent. Can't find dwarf market guy. Ah, the trader. Yep. That only spawns in Black Forest biome. So if you're having trouble looking for it, just explore, keep exploring Black Forest, and you'll find it. Ned, how's it going? You know what can be done with the Y'all trophy? Can be placed on item stand for some reason. Not sure what to do with it. I don't know, actually. Obviously item stand. I don't know if any fishing bait requires the Y'all trophy. I know a lot of trophies can now be made into fishing bait. But I don't know, actually. I haven't tried using the Y'all trophy to do fishing bait, so I'm not sure if it unlocks fishing bait or not. That would be my only guess, though, if it could do something aside from being an item stand. So if we join the server and somehow manage to make you sleep permanently, can we keep your stuff? I don't know. I don't think so, because I won't be using this character. You guys won't be getting fancy gear if you join the server and then try to fight me. We'll have to have like PvP competitions within the Queen base or the Queen area. That's always a lot of fun. report it as a bug. If not, yeah. You can use a Y'all trophy on ballistas. That's true. Yep. I will only shoot Y'alls. Yep, any trophy. I forgot about the ballistas. You can always use a trophy on ballistas. And that will be very useful for Y'alls because they're the #1 base destroyer in the Mistlands, and I'd say in general. I have not grown a liking for them. Work in the ballista. Pretty sure I've seen hung on an item stand. Yeah. You can hang them on an item stand. Yeah, you can put your world seed in and find the trader. I don't like to do that much unless I am looking for a specific seed or trying to plan a build or something. So it'll give like everything away. It'll show you your map and everything. But yeah, if you want to go to like, I think ValheimWorldGen.com or something, and you can enter in your world seed and it'll show you, you can select where the traders, and it'll show you where they are and stuff. Yeah, boss altars and everything. This is true. So if you've really searched a lot and you're trying to figure out whether it's a bug or not, you could do that. All right, let's see. Let's grab. All right, I need a stone cutter for this little section. Let's put that down right there. Every time I find the trader, he's close to the Elder spawn. Yeah, Elder's always in the Black Forest, that's true. I found the trader a lot of times close to the Elder as well. There's just sort of % chances of where it'll spawn and other things like that. Oops, okay. Oops, I need another stone cutter up here. I thought I already put a stone. Oh, I guess that one has such a tiny range. There we go. Valheim World Generator will gen seeds for. Yeah, okay. ValheimWorldGenerator.com. Couldn't remember the exact info of it. There we go. I like that. We've got a path down there, a path on the other side down here, surrounding the beautiful spawn area. Honestly, this is pretty insane. I love the layout of this. I think it'll be really cool. And then our market starter area will be built in this region. So start clearing a couple trees. I mean, it's the last resort to use that tool. Yeah, I'm super annoyed and tired of searching. Yep, it's true. I mean, at least you can still select what's shown to you. So like, if you don't like the, if you don't want to expose anything aside from like the traders, it will always show you the whole map. So you're always gonna see like where your biomes are and everything. But you don't have to necessarily reveal anything else. It's looking crazy. Heck yeah, I think it'll be a nice thing for the seed, for how the spawn is set up. Question number 2: are players limited to age progression, or what can we get away with without fighting bosses? That is a decent question. You're welcome to just play. I mean, if you join, you're welcome to play as much as you want. If that's kind of the purpose of this little starter area, is that if players get higher gear or other things and would like to donate, I'll put like sorting chests, and other newer players can catch up faster. But in terms of PvP and like your stats and boss fights or other things, I'd leave that up to the community in general. Say if a bunch of you want to get together and fight a boss or do something like that, or create a little PvP arena and turn on PvP for each other, I'll leave that up to players in the Discord server. You can chat about that and discuss or create events, or who knows. That does remind me that I probably should create some more channels for events and things like that. Gosh, I have so much wood. I should probably just leave it here. Whoever comes on and wants some wood, whoever gets on first, maybe that'll be your present. You'll get a bunch of wood. I guess we'll see. I could also remove it, but... Alright, yeah, this is looking really good. I think, so if that's the center, this is the center right here. That's about the center of the path. So I'm gonna level out a little bit of area back here. Just a little bit more, and that'll create a good foundation. Oops, I don't think I want the stone for that section. I think that'll create a pretty good starter area to start working on the market build. Or not really market, but like trading starter hub, I guess, for a lack of a better word. Maybe I'll leave that rock there for now. Sometimes rocks can be nice. Add to the landscape. This time I'll get Mistlands gear in day 1. I mean, if you'd like to do that, you can go ahead and do that. You know, there'll be general rules around, like if you want to gear up crazy like that, and other players would like to, you know, by all means. But I'll leave most of it for players to figure out amongst each other. Obviously, if things get out of hand, or if you upgrade your character and start purposely like dropping resources in other players' chests to try to make them unlock recipes, like, you know, just generally respect players. But I'm not gonna limit you from gearing up whenever you'd like. You know, that's okay. I mean, I'd ask that you don't bring characters in from other worlds for sure. That you just play on a fresh character for the server. But aside from that, you're welcome to do what you want for gearing up. And in terms of playing with other characters from other worlds or transporting gear across, if we ever do run into like resource shortages or other things, obviously just let me know, and we can figure it out. But I do think I'll slide the little resource drop rate up a little bit for the fact that there'll be more players on. And no mods. That is correct, Kobe. Or Gobi, not Kobe. I have another friend named Kobe. So yeah, it'll be vanilla with a couple little tweaks like the resource drops or things here and there like that. Just quality of life stuff, but no like portaling metals, at least not right now. And things like that. But if I get enough interest, like I said, I'd be happy to create a community modded server. For those of you that would like something like that. Yeah, it just depends. Depends on the interest, depends on who joins. There you go, future Airbnb. Yep. Yeah, this will be a lot of fun. Like I said, I've never done this before, but I figured we are actually nearing 4,000 subscribers now, which is absolutely insane. I feel like 3,000 subscribers was just a breeze, and a bunch of you liked some of the newer videos I posted, and it's like, yeah, we're nearing 4,000 subscribers. It could be fun. We've got enough people who might be interested in the community server from what I've surveyed in the past, and figured it was time to create something fun. Well, I need a PC to join the server, or can I play on Xbox? So I actually did enable crossplay, so Xbox should work for you. I have not tested it myself. I do not have an Xbox, but it should, in theory, work based on everything I was reading about and the settings that I set. So, yeah. And if you would, if you're worried about it, Kelly, and you want to just, you know, message me on Instagram and be like, hey, I want to come in and just try it on Xbox, I'd be happy to, like, you know, let you in for a couple minutes just to test things before you pay for a membership. And anyone else who wants to do that, if you have questions, if you have, you know, if you want to confirm whether it'll work in another country where you are based on the ping and everything, then I'd be happy to schedule a little time to meet with any of you, and you can test out the server for a couple minutes and just make sure it works on your platform and wherever you're located. So yeah, I probably should have said that earlier, but I'm happy to do that for anyone that is wondering. But Kobe, what's the fun then? Yeah. If you ever consider doing a modded server, highly recommend you keep it under 15 mods. I mean, yeah, what's the fun then is true, but 15 mods is, especially for a server, you'd be talking about some pretty serious lag, depending on what the mods are. We'd have to see, though. Been on a 30-plus modded servers. While fun, any game, weaker update breaks. Yeah, it breaks so much stuff. That's true. True fun with modding starts when you spend 10 hours looking for 100 mods, another 10 hours, make them work together, and then realize that you don't want to play anymore. Yep, that's that's probably that sounds about right. Most mods you've used is 143. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. I feel like if I did a modded playthrough, I'd probably just like the quality of life mods. I'd like the better boat mods. I'd like possibly like horses and bears and like more animals and backpacks and camping tents and other interesting stuff. Gobi never again. Yeah. I can imagine that would be a pretty crazy experience. Mods used to date 0. Yep. That's same with me. I'm still a zero mod person. I'd consider doing it someday, but I still have plenty of fun in vanilla. There's something about it that I just like a lot. So this is about the center of our area here. So I think I might try to put like a stone road that goes straight down that way. So let's see. Let's start laying some stuff out here. Usually had 200 plus mods for Skyrim. Yes, I know Skyrim is pretty moddable and it's very common. There's a lot of games like that, where it's like it's very mod based. I'm missing out. Only need one mod in my life, and it's plant everything. Yes, Daga, I have been meaning to get that one for a while, just for playthroughs. I think the plant everything does that a lot. I still have not tried it, so I can still say I haven't done mods yet, but I do think that it's a pretty nice one. Alright, so let's see here. It looks like if that's kind of the center, what would be a good spot for the... This is actually kind of perfect. We could have things angled this way and the other way. Sort of like spread out in the middle here. So if we've got that boss stone there, technically this would be like centered like that, and then sort of this would be a central area. That looks pretty good. Just for the vines, yeah, definitely being able to put vines on the builds. That is true. Alright, let's see here. Let's go ahead and maybe do it like 2 out, pull it in a little bit, pull it straight. I don't know. We could get funky with a fun little path that kind of goes down the middle because of the fact that it that I don't have a like a middle snapping point here. It's like that way or that way. So I think this is gonna be. We'll make it work. We can always make it work. How's it going, Catly? New to the game, just found this stream, so I subscribed. Awesome, I appreciate it. It is an amazing game. So that's fairly central, I like that. Alright, let's go back to the obliterator. Or put an obliterator down, and let's try to get rid of some of this stuff. This is like a crazy amount of stuff. Don't need the stone. Okay, that's pretty good. There we go. The necromancy, yeah. 100 pet necks running around. Yeah, I like this to... That looks cool as a sort of a central road area for the market. Let's go ahead and put some little tie-offs to kind of bring it in like that on both sides. That looks nice. Let's go ahead and bring some stair edges right there and there. That looks cool. What do you guys think? I'm almost thinking like the combination of wood, planks, and road, or like just the dirt might be cool for this center road, and then just keep the stone for this outside one. I'm gonna go with that. Oh, I think it could look nice. So we'll go with, I actually want this to be like a sideways plank, just to be a little more realistic, rather than stretching the long way. This is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be cool though. Looks cool, awesome. Glad to hear. Yeah, I like that, how the dirt kind of just phases up through the wood there. That makes for an interesting path texture as the center path through the village, and because it's not perfectly centered in the snapping point, we can create this interesting design for the path, which honestly, that's pretty neat. So, all right, and for the edges here, I'm thinking some aspect of a torch. Torches or lanterns, actually. Nobody's gonna be here to refuel things, so I might do 2 lanterns for the sides here. And like I said, when we play it, I would just ask that people don't destroy the spawn area to get your resources. I'm trying to do it to look nice and be functional. So let's go ahead and put a... Oh right, I will need the Black Forge for this. This will not stay, I will be destroying the Black Forge, don't worry. Alright, so something like there. Invalid placement. Ah, okay, I see. It's gotta be like right on the edge of the... Right there. Looks good. Makes for an interesting path texture, perhaps because it triggers OCD. It'll trigger some OCD, you know, but it'll, there we go. That way players that spawn can just see like a light that'll always be up. You'll never have to refuel it, so they'll always like know where to go for the entrance of the little area. It'll be fairly even enough, like, it's not just one, like, OCD would be very triggered if it was just one little patch of ground that stuck up and the rest of it was all like perfectly under the planks. But because I'm doing this low, I'm thinking like plenty of little ground pieces. Yeah, this looks nice so far. There's like a little ground piece there, and it'll texture a path really nice. So I think it'll work. I mean, yeah, it's a good point. I don't want it to be like too weird. I'm gonna try my best to make things make sense, but we'll see. Let's see, let me get rid of all this stuff. That way, as I keep walking around, I'll just pick up all this junk and clean the area a little more. Alright, let's go ahead and sleep as well now. Alright, I gotta get a little fire. There we go. And yeah, we'll see how this looks. I may end up filling in the little center pieces, although actually that doesn't look too bad to have like the little center diamonds exposed. Yeah, especially if we start coming back in right here. Let's go ahead and take the plank and pull it back. All right, I already pulled that one in and that one. Okay, cool. That should work. So this looks nice. It's just a little entry. I could sort of create, I don't know, a little bit of fence, a little bit of garden. You know, we'll deck it out nice. Do some nice little landscaping. Let's see, something light like that. And then maybe right there. That looks cool. I like how it's like slightly bent to sort of follow the curve of the area there. I think we'll make this work, and then this side of the market can have like houses that face this direction and that direction. I'll have to do a backup of this design that we could like use the same little spawn for a for Ashlands Worlds or other things if we ever wanted to reset the server with the same seed. So I'll be sure to create plenty of backups throughout the way too, so if anyone, you know, if we lose progress or server goes down or anything, should be okay. There we go, that's looking cool, how it kind of just widens up as it goes. Directs your attention down to the boss stones for when you come back from adventure to hang your trophies. That should be neat. And I'm thinking of putting... Let's see here. Actually, you know what? You know what doesn't look good is that I only have one little thing here, and the rest of them are all too wide. So I don't like that. we're gonna change that. That definitely triggers a bit of like, doesn't look good. There we go. Let's just pull it out by, pull it in by 2. Means it'll be the same width the whole way, but I think that'll look okay. Let's get rid of that piece. This piece in the ground, if I somehow can. I may have to dig to it, that's okay. There we go. That'll be nice. Ah, it looks a little better. I was like, something was just, I don't know. I liked how it kind of tapered down, but it wouldn't have repeated itself enough to make it look good. So I think that'll make for a nice path design. And now we can pretty much get rid of this little building soon here as well. We don't need stone cutters. And yeah, I'll be sure to pick up iron and... Oh wow, I thought I had a workbench down here. I'll be sure to pick up iron and other scraps so that you guys won't walk in the server and accidentally unlock recipes. Maybe I'll leave some little resin bits or wood, you know, if it doesn't despawn, but... For the most part, I'll be getting rid of a lot of this stuff. Alright, so this is a great starting point. I love how this is looking a lot. And next time, what do you guys think? Do you want another stream of working on this? Or do you want me to do it all off stream? And then just announce when the server's ready. Put the diverger spike right behind a door. Yeah, I know, right? Then when you open the door, you just get bear traps or something. Callie, you'd like it on another stream? Awesome. Yeah, I think stream. Okay, cool. Because yeah, we're nearing. I usually go for around 2 hours-ish. We're about at the 2-hour mark here, and it feels like a really solid stopping point. And next stream, there will definitely be more building. Yep, learning lots of building while watching. That's awesome. It's definitely fun. Stream would be best. Cool. Then that's what I'll plan for. We will schedule another stream at some point and continue working on this. Probably later this week, possibly Thursday or Friday. I'm working tomorrow and Wednesday. So it may be tomorrow or Wednesday evening, but I'm not positive just yet. But this does feel like a good stopping point. I feel really, really happy with the way the terraforming came out, with these 2 paths that go to either side so you guys can set sail in the water. We've got the boss stones here. I might do like a little bit of terraforming with some rocks like along the water there. And then we've got the central path here that just has a nice view of the bone mass boss stone there. And then we can have this central path that will then have a couple of little buildings on both sides of it for, you know, a little workbench a little cartography table maybe, and some chests for y'all to share resources with each other. And get map data and everything, and just a fun little mini village to explore, I guess. So that's the plan for this. I think we are at a great stopping point here. I like the layout. Sounds like a lot of you do as well, so I think we'll pick up again, do some more. Thanks for getting me through work. Went by so fast hanging with you, Chip. Awesome. Well, I'm glad. Yep. I love creating a fun little relaxing environment, doing more streams and everything, so we'll be doing some more. Yeah, that's good to know. I'll do another stream of building the actual houses in the little market area. But I like how it's turned out so far. And I appreciate all the interest. It was awesome to see some new people on today who could make it. Still haven't sailed yet, can't make ships yet. Nice, well, you'll be able to soon. It's an awesome aspect of the game. Stream on, heck yeah. So yeah, I will reiterate again, for those of you who would like to join the community server, you can either hit the join button on my YouTube channel, or, you know, below the stream, or any video. And then I have the bronze tier. The bronze tier is the one you want. You can also head to my Patreon, which is linked in the description or in the pinned comment. And then the same thing, you can select the bronze tier there, which is 20% less than the bronze tier on YouTube, because Patreon doesn't take a massive cut. So for those of you who want it to be a little more affordable and don't care about the YouTube perks of having emojis for the chat and stuff, feel free to head to the Patreon, and those tiers will connect you with a role in the Discord server, and that'll allow you to start chatting about the Valheim server and be able to join, access the password, everything like that. I will go ahead and once this little area is done after next stream, I will be sure to do a community post and Discord announcement just to announce it again, and do like a little video guiding you through how to connect to it, how to find it in a server list, and things like that for those of you that want a little more help. Like I said, any of you who might be interested but aren't sure if it will be supported on your platform like Xbox, or if you're on the other side of the world and want to make sure the ping works for you, I'd be happy to set up a little time so you can come in and try it for a couple minutes just to make sure it works before you pay for the membership, if that's something you'd like. Bayorn, how's it going? Need pro builder? Well, there you go. If you like building, you know, I'm hoping that this server will be lots of role playing and lots of fun. Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know if you want to join Discord, if I need help setting up a community area or something. Just swim between islands, you'll be just fine. Yeah. Awesome. 1,000 hours. That's nice. Yeah, I think I've got, can't remember how much I have in this game now. Crazy. Crazy how many hours you can sink into Valheim. It's just so much fun. But yeah, I'm super happy to be back again. We'll hopefully get some more videos out with the mini build series and return to Moria and everything while we wait for Valheim Ashlands and Enshrouded to release. But if you're interested or want to chat more and you haven't already, be sure to join the Discord server. That's completely free, obviously, and the link in the description. We'll see you all there, and I will see you next time. So thank you all so much for the support and for joining, and we will keep this awesome community growing. Thank you so much for almost 4,000 subs. This is crazy, so be sure to subscribe. Would like to build community builds? Awesome. Yeah, reach out on Discord. I'd love to. All right, see you later, everyone. Cheers.